I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jada.
And welcome back. So, we recently celebrated 5 years with Ashley and Jada. And so, we asked you guys if you had any questions for us. We have some new subscribers, so we thought we'd ask. And we're at a place with a beautiful hot tub. And we're wearing some beautiful new suits, although they're getting a little risky.
I know.
So,
I don't think I'll be able to wear this bottom anywhere in a public place.
These were both given to me, but Jada was in need of an extra, and I had it, so there she is. I did do the disservice before, I guess, on the last one. I had a couple comments saying I didn't show the back, so there's the back. But okay, let's get into it.
Ooh. So, in the 5-year video, we asked you guys to give us your questions because we've done like twins answer burning questions like on different anniversaries and just they're out. But we didn't say that until like super close to the end of the video. So we didn't have as many questions because not as many people stick around, I think, to
the last 10 seconds of a video. Understandable. I am guilty of that myself.
So we have a few questions. Christian has a few questions of his own that he's going to add in there.
This is completely unprompted, and we have no idea what these questions are.
But first, you guys' questions.
Okay. It says, this one is from Hog Hunter, I think. Maybe it's how you say that. I know this is an off-the-wall question. Who gave y'all your names and why? Oh, and who's older? And then, are y'all twins? We are definitely twins.
I'm 3 minutes older. And then my mom named me from a girl that she knew in like her junior English class.
Just a random girl, not like a friend. Just a random.
But it happened to be funny because the girl was a freckly redhead. And I'm not super redhead, but you know.
Or super freckly.
Or super freckly, but I have tinges of both. I mean, my arms are very freckly, but my face isn't as bad.
And then my dad named me, so they kind of split it and took turns. I joke, though, that he just, like, went down to where they were keeping all the babies and asked the nurse, like, hey, what's the popular names right now? And they were like, Ashley, Heather, Jessica. And he's like, no. Ashley, Heather sounds good. So, also, spoiler, not spoiler.
Also, do you want to tell people that your middle name is Heather?
I mean, I don't know that it matters, but yeah, my middle name's Heather. Surprise! Okay. Let's see.
Okay. Sorry, my eyes have to adjust to the light. Like, I need to like close my eyes and then look. It's still not adjusted. Oh my gosh, Tim.
Okay. Is yours better? It says... Crap, hold on.
It's because the names are in a finer, like, grayer font.
Tim Wicker Sham.
I know what the question is already because I started to answer his question when I answered his comment. I forgot, like, this is so bad because we're the ones that said for you guys to ask the questions to us, but I forgot that. And most of the time people will just ask questions sometimes in the comments. And so I was just answering his question and then I deleted it all because I realized, no, he was asking us a question for this video. He was asking us what our favorite season is. He said fall is his, and I would agree that fall is mine. Not for what people may expect, but it's because I feel like fall has like 3 seasons in it. Because it starts at like mid-end September, and then it ends at like December 21st. So I think it's like September 21st to December 21st or whatever. So you can still get days that are kind of like summer still in September. Yeah. So you can do like beaches and pools and stuff like that. Like not in Florida, but I'm talking like when I lived in Kentucky. But then you have like the beautiful leaves and like the changing of the colors and everything. But then you can still get like fat snowflakes and like cozy hot chocolates. And so just think like the fall season encompasses it all. Christian's giving me one of the award show wrap that up, but I feel very passionate about my answer.
Summer all day long. I like being on the water. I like doing stuff in the water, and I want it to be hot when I'm in the water. You say that, but you won't do the water with me down there. Guys, that water, I
I'm gonna try and convince her.
It makes the Green River look like
I'm gonna try and convince her.
top tier.
All right, next question.
This one is from Steve MP, and it says, well, first he's just telling us he likes the videos with Michael when we do your Q&As. We've only done one of those, and it was a lot of fun. And I think he told us straight up, I like that.
He doesn't want to ever do trivia again. He's like, please don't put me through that again. Even though, like, last year when I did it, I tried to make it a Halloween theme one because I thought you would do really good with that. But
some people just are not good under that pressure.
I know.
But question, what perfume do you wear? And then follow-up question for Michael, what point wears the best for... Oh, never mind. I thought that was... For some reason, I thought, what perfume does Michael wear? I can't... I misremember that.
So that is a easy question for me. I've wore the same perfume for the last, like, decade. It's called A La Tue Jada.
We do not wear perfume, is what she's saying. That was a fancy way of saying we do not wear perfume.
When I was younger, I would wear more perfumes.
Mm-hmm.
I had... I was just saying me. I wear me. I just said something funny. Don't read into it, okay? Yeah, because if you look at a lot of French, because if you look at a lot of French perfumes, that's what it's saying.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I was just saying something, okay?
I used to, in college, wear True Romance by Ralph Lauren, but that was many years ago, and I messed up my Orphisol whatever, and I think it was because we worked at Abercrombie, and I don't know if you've ever been in there, but they spray cologne like crazy, and so now I get Orphisol migraines and things like that. So
all that means is that when scents hit us, like they're strong, they don't even have to be like horribly strong, but they can start getting like a little hot, like headache and twinge and stuff. So we don't really wear a lot of like perfumes ourselves.
Not at all. I don't wear, I don't even wear like smelly deodorant.
But speaking of the Abercrombie days, they had this scent called Ready that I really liked. And then, yes.
I don't remember that.
And then when I worked at Shop in BC, we got these free samples of Polo, and it came with like a blue top.
Oh, yeah.
And I really liked that for a while. And then before that, like when I was like a kid, like
a baby,
a teenager, really, just all my teenager years, I would wear, and I don't even know if they make it anymore, but it's called like Sunshine or something like that from Avon. Every time I went on a cruise, I was like, I have to have my scent. And so, but I'll tell you, they do stick with you. We had our Girl Scout leader. If I smell her perfume, I just look around and be like, is Miss K here? Because she wore it all the time religiously. But I just also think like it's a little bit rude to wear scents when you're in like crowded public spaces.
Yeah.
Because like if everyone does that, they commingle, and there's a lot of people who actually have headaches and get like bothered about it.
Like no candles for me or anything. He says, as long as you feel like putting out content and hopefully it pays for itself, why not? Especially if it more than pays for itself. Woo! I love the confidence of that. But we do this mostly just for ourselves and to share ourselves with the world and to record fun that we have and things like that. And I won't lie and say it doesn't make any money. There have been times that it hasn't, though. But it's not. We're not.
But every little bit helps because, like, it definitely helps with, like, flying.
And what actually really helps, YouTube doesn't make that much, but our Patreon actually outdoes our YouTube above and beyond, like consistently the entire time.
And our Patreon is not anything like huge. Like we know people whose Patreons like are bigger, like good.
Some of the people that I fish with are they're on the hook, line, and chill for sure. But what I was gonna say is we are saving that right now a little bit at a time, and we've talked about what we're gonna do is put pick like 3 to 5 places for a trip for us to go on, funded by Patreon with different ideas, and it be voted on by Patreons of which of the trips they would like to see us do with the different excursions that will be tagged along.
I worry about that a little bit because I feel like that's a bit. I don't know. Like, where would you like to send us? But it's more like, what would you like to see us do?
Well, I thought it was nice because it's like you guys are the ones that have helped us accomplish like a financial goal, and that it would be nice for like input and ideas from them to like, you know, to see it through.
Yeah,
that
but
is
it's
an
gonna
idea.
take like a year.
Yeah, that's an idea for like next spring, next summer. So thank you for those of you who put in your questions, and if like this video ends up getting like a ton of questions because they
didn't know they could
ask them, we'll make another one. Okay. My question is, if someone approached you with the question, what's that movie? Give you $1 million.
It's not Sleeping with the Enemy. It's
no, not even close. But I can't remember.
It's Demi Moore.
$1 million, a woman or a man, $1 million, and they got to sleep with Christian. Would you say yes?
Yeah. I think I would.
She did not hesitate. Okay. What if
he wasn't a virgin when he came to me?
Okay.
I feel like, you know, it's up to him more than it's up to me. He's like, she's asked this question right as he's like left the room.
But the thing was, that was a question I was going to ask Adam. He didn't know he's going to leave yet. Okay. Now, what about if it was approached and they asked you, would you take $1 million to sleep with a stranger?
See, I don't know about that. Honestly, I don't know. It's like,
let's see what he would say. Christian, if someone offered you all $1 million to sleep with you, would you do it?
Is it Jada?
Put the microphone. He said, "Is it Jada?"
No, to sleep with you. They offered you $1 million to sleep with you.
Can I consult with Jada?
No.
Oh, this is actually great. He doesn't know what my answer was at all. He's like left the chat. Now he's come back and he's like, "Oh, which answer gets me in trouble, or which answer's okay?"
He's like, "Can I consult with Jada?" If he came home one day with $1 million, and you're like, "How'd you get this?" And he was like, "A woman approached me."
He means like consult, like before he talks to the person, not consult. I thought you meant consult, like before you answer this question. Now, which one did you mean?
No, I mean like, am I allowed to speak to you about it and be like, "Hey, this person's offered me $1 million"?
Oh, then yeah, it's that. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought he meant like, can he talk to me right now about the answer?
No, he just shows up with $1 million. Like, what I brought home today, honey?
No, yeah, you could consult with me on the day of.
Yeah, I mean, it maybe depends a little bit on the specifics of how I'm sleeping with somebody.
You don't know what they look like, and you don't know if they're a man or a woman. And Jada says yes. Doesn't matter.
$1 million is a lot of money.
For essentially very little amount of time.
Yeah. This is going out on the internet, so everybody's got $1 million.
You've seen how good looking he is.
You know, I could do with some extra cash flow.
You ready to quit that job, right?
I'm done with this working 9 to 5 life, you know.
9 to 5. I wish your job was only 9 to 5.
It's like 8 to 5 these days, you know.
Yours is more like 8 to 6. Yours is more like 7:30 to 6, actually.
Yeah. So,
with
you know, $1 million, I'd give it serious consideration.
I said yes for you.
No hesitation. She didn't even hesitate.
And she said, "You would have a problem with that?" And I said, "He slept with people before."
Like, but you were out of a relationship. He said, "Yeah, but you slept with people with feelings."
I said, I've had dinner.
You'll have to watch it. We're not rehashing it.
Well, I did.
If you guys are digging some of these questions, head on over to Patreon where you can see all of everything, all the uncuts and additional questions. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Until next time, bye!